Hi, I'm Pallavi Simmons, your makeup expert with Glamorous.com. There are two crucial factors to great makeup. The first one being choosing the right products, the second one being applying them the right way. Now, to make this simple for you, I'm going to go over a host of basic brushes that you should have and how to use them the right way. So there are two types of foundation brushes. This one is a flat foundation brush, and this is called a stippling brush or a buffing brush. To apply your foundation initially, this is a great brush because this acts like a flat surface, for example, the pads of your fingers. So you can actually place the product and kind of paint it across your face. As you can see, it's a flat head. So you pick the product from your bottle or from a saucer or from your hand and actually place the product or paint it in this way. And this is not great for blending your foundation. So if you're looking for a heavier impact of your foundation, this flat brush is great. But if you're looking at a softer finish of your foundation, you can use this to apply the foundation and then blend off or buff or polish with this. So I'm just going to pick a little bit of foundation from Sanchita's hand, like that, using the flat. So don't ever use a flat brush like this. You'll immediately disperse the bristles and that will be the end of your brush. Just apply it like you would apply with your hands. Working in downward strokes, so you keep your hair down, your facial hair needs to stay down. If you did this, it will lift the facial hair and give you a kind of halo which you don't want. Can you see how it works like your hands? You can actually go really close to your features and pat the product down. And this part of the brush actually helps you go into the grooves, closer to your mouth, nose, maybe just under your eyes, which you won't be able to achieve with your fingers or even with a rounded brush. This demonstration was purely to show you that a flat brush always picks up and deposits more product. Now, to tone that down or to wear foundation very lightly, you can start with a paddle brush to apply the amount of product you want on your face and then buff it down with a buffing brush. And if you notice, on one side of her face, there'll be a little bit of a sheen. And the other side, and the other side will be slightly more matte. So there's a heavier application on one side and the foundation has not been buffed. Whereas on this side, there's a closer appearance to her own skin. So you buff the foundation to create that kind of a finish. Also, this is a combination of synthetic and real hair. And it's great for liquid products, cream products, and even blushes. So if you love using cream blushes, this is a fabulous brush to invest in. So heading on to concealer, as far as I'm concerned, Sanchita has great skin, but concealer is something that just helps you lift a few spots of your face and brighten a few areas. And I think most of us do have a need for concealer, whatever kind it is. So these are the two kind of brushes that you might need for a concealer. Now, if you want a fantastic finish, then you choose a paddle brush to apply the concealer and a buffing brush to just finish off and make it more even and soft. So basically, you just pick up, as we did earlier in the foundation, again use the flat of the brush. So you pick up the concealer like this and apply it flat. This is fabulous if you want slightly heavier coverage. Use the flat of the brush and then pat it in. So you don't leave products marks initially itself like that. Kind of blend. Now that part is done. So I'm going to show you how you can buff it down. Now you can use a concealer directly with this fluffier brush. It's called a fluffy small concealer brush. So you can use this brush to buff and kind of soften the amount of product there is, giving it again a softer, a lighter feel. So if you notice, there's a softer finish on this eye and there's a more paint-like finish on this eye. Normally the thing to do once you finish your foundation and concealer is to powder. And powdering is really not a huge step. Most of us do have blush brushes. If they're clean, brushes such as these, if they're clean to start with, you can use them as powder brushes. I don't see why you need a separate brush. There are two kinds of brushes that you might need for powdering if you like to keep your brushes separate. So one of them is a small powder brush and one of them is a large face powder brush. So ideally this should do. So I'll just show you how you can use this. All you need is a little dip like that and take off the excess, because powder is not something that is not the product that you're showcasing on your face. You're setting your makeup. So you just dust off and simply kind of work across your face. but I can't focus enough on the fact that this brush needs to be clean. Because just remember that you're picking up oils, from the surface of your face between every application, and you don't want to redeposit that same thing back on your face. There's a smaller powder brush, such as this one. This is an Inglot brush, but you get them again across brands. Again, rounded head, soft. Again, typically what a powder needs. It's because it's really soft and you can kind of blend. This is great for precision application, just to take off a bit of reflective kind of feeling under your eyes, on your nose, around your nose. So as you can see, it's great for precision. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. It's rounded, it's soft, it's fluffy, and it goes really, it diffuses really well. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay tuned, stay glamorous.